ISTQB Certified Tester Foundation Level, CTFL, CTFL_SYLL_4.0 exam updated dumps are the best material for you to pass and get certified. Share some CTFL_SYLL_4.0 exam updated dumps here. 1. Which of the following statements about exploratory testing is true? A. Exploratory testing is an experience-based test technique in which testers explore the requirements specification to detect non-testable requirements. B. When exploratory testing is conducted following a session-based approach, the issues detected by the testers can be documented in session sheets. C. Exploratory testing is an experience-based test technique used by testers during informal code reviews to find defects by exploring the source code. D. In exploratory testing, testers usually produce scripted tests and establish bidirectional traceability between these tests and the items of the test basis. 2. Which of the following is not an example of a typical content of a test completion report for a test project? A. The additional effort spent on test execution compared to what was planned. B. The unexpected test environment downtime that resulted in slower test execution. C. The residual risk level if a risk-based test approach was adopted. D. The test procedures of all test cases that have been executed. 3. Which of the following statements about error guessing is true? A. Error guessing is a system that adopts artificial intelligence to predict whether software components are likely to contain defects or not. B. Experienced testers, when applying error guessing, rely on the use of a high-level list of what needs to be tested as a guide to find defects. C. Error guessing refers to the ability of a system or component to continue normal operation despite the presence of erroneous inputs. D. Experienced testers, when applying error guessing technique, can anticipate where errors, defects and failures have occurred and target their tests at those issues. 4. Which of the following is a task the author is responsible for, as part of a typical formal review? A. Determining the people who will be involved in the review. B. Recording the anomalies found during the review meeting. C. Identifying potential anomalies in the work product under review. D. Fixing the anomalies found in the work product under review. 5. The whole team approach. A. Promotes the idea that all team members should have a thorough understanding of test techniques. B. Is a consensus-based approach that engages the whole team in estimating the user stories. C. Promotes the idea that all team members should be responsible for the quality of the product. D. Is mostly adopted in projects aimed at developing safety-critical systems, as it ensures the highest level of testing independence. 6. Which of the following is not an example of a typical generic skill required for testing? A. Be able to apply test-driven development. B. Be able to use test management tools and defect tracking tools. C. Be able to communicate defects and failures to developers as objectively as possible. D. Possess the necessary social skills that support effective teamwork. 7. Which of the following is a test task that usually occurs during test implementation? A. Make sure the planned test environment is ready to be delivered. B. Find, analyze, and remove the causes of the failures highlighted by the tests. C. Archive the testware for use in future test projects. D. Gather the metrics that are used to guide the test project. 8. Which of the following statements is true? A. A defect does not always produce a failure, while a bug always produces a failure. B. A defect may cause a failure which, when occurring, always causes an error. C. Failures can be caused by defects, but also by environmental conditions. D. Bugs are defects found during component testing, while failures are defects found at higher test levels. 9. Which of the following statements is true? A. In agile software development, work product documentation tends to be lightweight and manual tests tend to be often unscripted as they are often produced using experience-based test techniques. B. Sequential development models impose the use of systematic test techniques and do not allow the use of experience-based test techniques. C. In agile software development, the first iterations are exclusively dedicated to testing activities, as testing will be used to drive development, which will be performed in the subsequent iterations. D. Both in agile software development and in sequential development models, such as the V model, test levels tend to overlap since they do not usually have defined entry and exit criteria. 10. Which of the following statements about the value of maintaining traceability between the test basis and test work products is not true? A. Traceability can be useful for assessing the impact of a change to a test basis item on the corresponding tests. B. Traceability can be useful for determining how many test basis items are covered by the corresponding tests. C. Traceability can be useful for determining the most suitable test techniques to be used in a testing project. D. Traceability can be useful to support the needs required by the auditing of testing.